to draw a simple flower chalk drawing. Let's do it. So we'll be using 3 colored chalk. A yellow one, a pink one, and the green one. And let's start. So first, and you can also go with the white one, it's probably good. So first we'll use a yellow chalk and a small circle. And now fill in the circle. You don't need to fill it in very perfectly. It's better if you leave a few spots. It's gonna make it a pretty much more, natural looking. And now we'll take our pink chalk and draw petals. We'll be drawing 5 petals and try to make them very symmetrical. So we got 1 petal, and now it's easier if we can just draw a small circle around it. And okay, I'm very bad at drawing the circles, so please guys, don't judge me. There we go. Now it's gonna make it a little bit easier. And of course, please guys try and make it symmetrical. That means every petal should be at the same size rather than one being short, one being really has a very big width. And guys, also don't make it very smooth. You can give it a little bit of wear and tear, because obviously you're not gonna have a perfect flower in nature. So we can just rub the circle. There we go. We don't need the circle anymore, do we? So if you're good with drawing really, symmetrical petals, or you already know how to draw awesome petals, not like me, you can actually go with it. Or if you're not comfortable with doing that, you can just, make it like this. And now we're gonna take out our green chalk and draw small leaves and also make it symmetrical. Or you can overlap with the with the petals, and later you can just erase them. Where is this part? There we go, and repeat on this side as well. There. And of course, guys, now we are done with the sketch, and you can obviously clean all the lines a little bit, clean up the lines, because we're gonna start and do shading. So it's good if you, erase these lines and just go. Nice. So now you are going to take out your pink chalk, and what you're going to do now is slowly, move your chalk upwards, applying 1 streak at a time. You have to make it something like this. Repeat here. I'm going to make it awesome. And once this is done, you're going to make it from this far. From the top of the petal to, and the bottom, in the middle, leave some space, because I'll be doing something there. I'll tell you when we get to there. And now you're pretty much gonna repeat the same thing to all the petals. So it should look something like this when you're complete. Now, take your green chalk, and now what you're gonna do is kind of darken the lines add a little width to your lines. So a thin line from the middle and give it a little more width. It should look something like this. Repeat over here because we have to do that all the sides. Give more width, okay guys? And once we are done with this step, now what we're gonna need is just our fingers. So what we're gonna do now is blend them together. So use your finger and gently move upward, blending the colors in. Like so. Sometimes the pigment gets picked up, so while you are doing, add more pigment. Shade it in, add a little more pigment if your finger is taking most of it. And now you just have to like blend the whole thing in. And be very patient while you're blending, guys. Because sometimes it gets very light and you have to add way more pigment to it to make it way better. You won't always get a perfect flower. There will be kind of ridges, and that's going to make it look very natural and also make it go from stroke. If you're dealing with this part, only go downwards. This part, only go upwards. We're going to do just like that. And make sure you're applying a lot of kind of lines like this, because you need to have a lot of pigment on the board, or else when you blend it, it won't show up that much and it will just look kind of weird. So we'll do this part real quick and this one. Always move accordingly to this type. And whenever you adjust the way you blend it in, the more like natural it looks. So now we can just use. Now once we're done with the petals, we can go with the leaf. So gently, what you're gonna do is blend the color inward. From the middle, blend the color outward. So we'll do that. So inward and outward. Just like that. And sometimes I just like to take the pigment out because sometimes it gets kind of smudgy, guys. So I like to use a brush just to take extra pigment out and make it way more defined. And now for our last step, it's quite easy and simple. So what we're gonna do is outline it. Outlining in the sense means using the color. So we'll just color it in. We're just gonna darken the color so it won't look as if it's just a huge blob. The petals should look like petals, not a huge blob or something. Just like this. So now we'll fix all that very slowly and carefully, guys. And over here, if you just, this is the step where you have to make the lines defined. And now the leaves. And we are done. We can use this, as any kind of thing. It's gonna look a good symbol for spring or welcoming spring or any birthday card. So there we go. We are done. And I hope it was very simple. We just needed to use 3 chalk pieces, or you can also use white, which would also look great. And there are also many other different techniques. Like instead, for this you can blend in and make some small dots instead of just making it into a solid color. There are, as I said, there are very different ways. So yeah guys, I hope you love this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to Fun Time. Bye guys, see you in the next